This weekend we went to Valousa County Fair Grounds for a train show, so let's see what we saw there. This past Saturday was the first time we went up to Deland, Florida for a train show. I think it's called Deland or Deland. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I pronounce it Deland. But anyway, while we was up there, I got me a tank car, and it's a Sherwin-Williams linseed oil car, $7. And I also got crossing gates, this time without the crossbuck and LEDs in there. So this is just a plain crossing gate that I could also use, the NJ International crossing gates. Looked around for a long time and couldn't find anything. So, you know, at the last minute, I got those two things for the same vendor as way in the back. And at the end of this video, you're going to want to see our experience at the motel that we stayed in Deltona, Florida, which is not too far down the road from Deland. You'll be amazed at what we had to go through there. Before we get to the train show, I have a little story to tell you. I've been on YouTube for a little over 2.5 years so far. You know, every once in a while I get people that recognize me. And it first started, almost a year ago, when I was sitting in an emergency room in a wheelchair waiting to get admitted, and somebody said, "Hey, you're Tom. I know you. You're on YouTube." You know, it really excites me when somebody recognizes me. I just don't know what to say. But anyway, it's happening more and more often. I don't know if they get excited or I get more excited when they recognize me. At the Tampa train show, I ran into Tolga Ibora, who has, he changed his name now. I can't remember, but he used to be Brick Builder 711 or something like that. But anyway, both of us got excited. You know, we didn't know what to say to each other. But at this train show, I ran into a subscriber. And, you know, whenever I run into somebody, you know, I'd like to take a selfie or something like that with them. But I always forget, you know, geez. But I ran into Chuck Heidler at this train show, and we talked for a little bit. And, you know, and then after, you know, we went different ways, I said, wow, I should have got a selfie. And, you know, I turned around and I started looking for him, and I couldn't find him anywhere. So, Chuck, it was good to meet you, and I wanted to get a selfie with you, but I couldn't find you again. So if any of you ever see me anywhere, remind me to get a selfie with you, okay? That's all I wanted to say. Now let's see what we did at the train show. Yankee Dabbler right there. Some of the same vendors as in Tampa, but I see a lot of new ones here that I haven't seen before. It's a nice place, and then they got another building with train layouts. They have one G-scale layout right there. So it's a pretty nice show. And Debbie is outside with Sadie. And I just ran into Chuck Heidler. And I want to see him again so I can get a selfie with him. Okay, we go with the G-scale stuff. They have another building dedicated just for layouts. It looks like they got this working better than they did at the Tampa train show. But they don't have the big boy here, unless this is a different people here. Okay. Here's a look at the second building with all the train layouts. Well, we got a pretty big railroad right here, First Coast Model Railroad Society. And you can see the smoke in here. Okay. This looks like ON30 right here. This layout's snaking all over the place. We got the guy from the day the earth stood still. Got a nice trestle over here. Might get that without the rope. There we go. There's where all the smoke's coming from.
He's got him. He's got a good job. He said he gave me as many as he wants and we're going to be attacked.
Florida Garden Railroad Society. Yeah. We got a nice long passenger train coming up. A lot of money in there. Oh, kids are welcome to run this train. I'm a kid. This next one is the Electric Railway Club. They have 4 layouts in operation there. You got the cantilever there.
Timing.
Well, timing is good, but I also have an interlock. When the car stops, it's going to start. Traffic just says, that way,
Yeah, that's they're actually built more trolley. Yeah, and they run off the trolley. How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Happy to be here.
You have to be here. You don't want to be here?
No, I said,
Oh.
no, happy to be here.
Oh, happy to be here. Okay. Hard of hearing. That looks good. So it runs off the top wire?
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
It wouldn't be the trolley club if it didn't run like the real thing.
That, I don't know, that's a lot of wire to run up there, huh?
It takes a lot of skill to do this.
Yeah, I can imagine. More skill than what I have. That's a lot of wires right there. My goodness.
I remember seeing it was all it had was just that 80 cents. And of course it up. So it's come a long way.
Oh, it even has a bus line.
Curious what he's gonna do along this backside. Let's say like something bubbling, like big cancer beer from the lake.
comes out once a year for this round.
Really?
And that big one over there is part of it. The rest of them have in storage.
It's good, just like refresh scenery every now and then.
No pressure. Now here's the Orlando N-Trak. They had a little bit of a backup. It looked like they had more trains than they had engineers. This is where all the holdup is.
Dropping down. Because I see a lot of ways to
This is, I don't, they did it before I got there.
Ah.
But there's many groups that some of our figures are never. Yeah, that's such a track.
And he wants me to stop.
So I'm over it. Now it's
Oh gosh. Scary.
Yeah. Nobody else,
They all all stopping for the ones on the other end. And they finished the crane on the lumber yard. Okay, they got this working this today. We are in a travel lodge in Deltona, and if you never see us again, you'll see why. Because we had to take Sadie out, and it took a couple of minutes to get the door to open up because the knob's busted and the set screw for in there. Well, actually, there is no set screw in there, so it's hard for this to turn. So I hope I'm able to open it up in the morning. Oh, yeah, and that's not the only thing. Oh, wait a minute. I wanted to do this right here. This is our peephole right there. It's filled with toilet paper. And right here, tried to turn this light on, but couldn't do it because there's no light bulb in there. Okay, no more travel lodges for us.